Manuel and Rosa had spent a lifetime together. They had nothing but each other, and that had always been enough. Once they had a small home filled with laughter, the scent of warm bread and the pitter-patter of their children's feet. But time was cruel. Their children had moved far away, sending money at first, then letters, and then nothing. Age stole their strength, and poverty took their home. Now they lived in a tiny shack made of rusted tin and scrap wood, holding on to each other as if love alone could keep them standing. Every morning, Manuel woke before sunrise to collect empty bottles and scrap metal. His back ached, his hands were swollen, but he never complained.
"You're working too hard, Manuel,"
Rosa would often say, gently rubbing ointment onto his hands each night.
"This is nothing, my love,"
he replied softly, giving her a reassuring smile. Rosa sold homemade rice cakes by the roadside, her wrinkled fingers trembling as she handed them to passers-by. Some people pitied them and paid extra, others ignored them entirely. One afternoon, as Rosa packed up her things, she sighed quietly.
"I remember the time when we didn't have to worry about tomorrow."
One cold evening, Manuel came home shivering. He hid his cough from Rosa, but she saw the way he held his chest, the way his breath came in short, painful gasps.
"You need to rest."
She pleaded, worry etched deeply in her face.
"We need to eat, my love."
He whispered back, forcing a smile.
"Besides, the cold air is good for me. Makes me feel younger."
She frowned, shaking her head gently.
"I've loved you for decades. Do you really think you can fool me?"
He chuckled softly, then began coughing, turning away to hide it from her. That night, Rosa stayed awake, watching over him. His breathing was shallow. His body burned with fever. She knew they couldn't afford medicine, but she refused to give up. Wrapping a thin blanket around herself, she stepped out into the freezing night, knocking on doors, begging for help.
"Please, help us. I'm begging you."
Some turned her away without opening the door. Others slipped small coins into her trembling palm. When she returned home, Manuel was barely conscious, his breathing labored.
"Rosa, is that you?"
He whispered weakly, squinting in the dim lamplight.
"I'm here, my dear."
She said, holding his face gently in her hands, tears slipping down her cheeks. With the money she had gathered, she bought medicine the next morning, but it was too little, too late. Manuel's eyes were filled with sorrow when he took her hand.
"I want more time. I want more memories."
He smiled faintly, brushing her tears away.
"Then let's meet again in the next life, and we'll make new memories, beautiful ones, even more than before."
And with one last trembling breath, he was gone. Rosa clutched his lifeless hand, rocking back and forth, whispering his name like a prayer, like a plea for the heavens to take her too.
"Manuel, take me with you. Please, don't leave me behind."
And somehow, the heavens listened. That night, as the wind howled through the cracks of their tiny home, Rosa closed her eyes beside Manuel. Her frail body curled gently against his, holding on to the familiar warmth one final time.
"Wait for me, my dear."
She whispered softly. And when the sun rose, neither of them woke. They had promised to stay together no matter what. And in the end, they kept that promise.